Hello my friends, this is Karina from KarinaWisdom.com, back with day 20 of the journey, and whoop whoop, we are 1/5 of the way there. Can you believe that? I know I've been saying that a lot because I'm just so surprised. I've put a lot of energy into this. I've been very focused and taking action every day. And you know what? I'm so grateful for you tuning in and watching this video because it's really helping to keep me focused and accountable as I continue this journey today. And wow, isn't time just chugging along? And how am I feeling? Well, I'm feeling really good, and I'm feeling focused. I've made a lot of progress today, and you know I had to because I have this crazy kick butt mother of all that's badass commitment floating in the wings, coming up on the deadline. I think it's about 36 hours left, a little bit over 36 hours left before I've got to make this happen by Monday. And yes, I think I had over 7 persons commenting on this commitment in my Facebook group for the coaching program. So that's like $350, and that ain't gonna happen. So I'm gonna do whatever it takes to make sure that this commitment is met before 7:30 p.m. on Monday. So I'm doing my best to keep it simple. You tend to overcomplicate things, and I think that's the biggest lesson for me since I made this commitment, to keep it simple. Just break it down into simple steps, because when you overcomplicate things, then you move into the whole realm of overwhelm. And when you get into overwhelm, what does that happen? It stops you in your tracks. When you keep things simple, you tend to take action faster because it's not complicated. It's just A, B, C. It's not A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3, C1, C2, C3. You know what I mean. The other thing is focus. Focus on what I have completed so far instead of what I have left to be done. And that's been a challenge as well because I know the deadline is coming up. And I look at the entirety of what I'm setting out to create in the next few days and what is left to be done. But then I have to remind myself, what have I already completed? And it's all about avoiding the gap. Avoiding the gap is the space that you are right now and my ideal. So for instance, I know what I've completed so far, and I have the ideal that I'd love to complete on Monday. And when you're going after the ideal, it's like trying to meet the horizon. You know, you look out to the distance and you see where the sky meets the land, and you try your hardest to meet it, and the closer you get, the further it gets away. That's kind of like what I mean by falling in the gap. To avoid falling in the gap, which will get you depressed and which will demotivate you so you don't want to continue, is you look at where you're coming from. And when I look at where I'm coming from, I'm like, wow, I learned a lot about finding a good solar ad vendor. I reached out to a few. I built my squeeze pages. I tested my squeeze page and it worked. I wrote all the messages in my autoresponder series, and I sat down and I was like, I got a lot done. I've been so focused, and I've been doing my blogs daily and the videos. It's like, wow, I have been on fire just cranking it out. The other thing is setting mini daily goals, chunking it down to bite-sized pieces. And that's one of the things that also helped me to avoid the gap. I sat down and I looked at my plan. Okay, this is my ultimate goal. What do I need to make that happen? It's like reverse engineering your success. So I reverse engineered my goal. My goal is to have my value funnel up and running. What do I need to have my value funnel up and running? Okay, I need my pages, all right? The pages are done. What else do I need? I need the videos, okay? Everything else is pretty much done. The only thing that needs to be added to my value funnel is the videos. And I need to make 4 videos. How do I make that happen? And so I set mini goals. Okay, today I'm just working on the video script. Tomorrow I'm going to be working on recording and editing. And then Monday is going to be about uploading. So that's a plan as it is right now. And of course, with any plan, it's fluid. It's open to change for improvement. And of course, everything that ties this all together is keeping that whatever it takes attitude. It's so important, especially if you're doing this, stepping outside of your comfort zone. Remember, your comfort zone is in direct proportion to your business zone. Be willing to do what's uncomfortable. It's the only time you're growing. And I can tell you, right? There's a certain amount of discomfort going on right here. I've cut the time down that I normally sleep by a couple of hours. So I'm only running on like 5 hours of sleep so that I can add that time into meeting this goal. And that's what it's about. And I'm stepping a lot outside of my comfort zone. And I know what I'm doing it because resistance comes up and says, what are you doing? Like I was putting together the script for the PowerPoint, and then the resistance came up like, what are you doing? You know, you've never really done this before. So I'm like stepping out of my comfort zone to make the videos. I mean, I was stepping out of my comfort zone to create the squeeze pages, which is why I had to step away because I found myself worrying at some point with the squeeze pages, and I had to step away and turn my advanced worrying about the future into advanced planning the future. So whenever you are going to build your business, you are going to go through some of these things. And I think this video really sums it up perfectly so that you know exactly what you're going to face and how you can push through, take action, and make it happen. Make it happen no matter what. Make it happen and achieve your goals. Remember, you can click like on this video, and while you're there, just click subscribe to the channel so that you can always get the latest video as soon as it's published. In the description below, you'll find a link to my site. Just click there, jump over, and you'll see my daily did sheet for day 20, which is a detailed listing of exactly what I completed today. While you're over there, just plug in your email address and click Give Me Access Now, and you'll jump over to my list where you'll get all the latest updates of what I'm up to. And you also see this wonderful funnel that I'm building. Ain't that awesome? Yeah, exciting times. So my friends, thank you again for watching this video. This is Karina from KarinaWisdom.com signing off. Boom.